All in the GB changing rooms as an Olympic medalist, so both have had some good experiences here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 25, which is a light welterweight contest scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes, and introducing your boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing all red with white, and representing England, give it up for Patris Mughalzai. And across the ring, his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue with white, representing England, give it up for Huey, Malone. Your referee at the bell, representing Germany, Mr. Alexander Dobish.
Well, this is one that I know you've been looking forward to, Pat. So both national champions.
Yeah, 2 lads in the GB gym.
Coventry. And as I say, Patris in the red corner, he's been doing some pad work with former 2-time world champion James De Gale, and
Round
Malone
one.
in blue has been sparring with Adam Azim, so both had some good experiences, and this has begun at an incredibly frantic pace.
Huey's come out of the blocks fast like a greyhound. Let's see if this pace can be held.
Great support for both fighters. Of course, the opportunity to fight on home turf is a rare one at international level, so they'll really want to take that into the fight with them, all that home support. Put on a display for everyone who's come here to support them today. Patris Mughalzai in the red, boxing out the southpaw stance. Nice work off the back foot there, Pat, from him.
Yeah, Patris is trying to catch Huey.
That's something that Huey's going to have to be aware of, isn't it? That if you, although he's eager to get up close and get his shots off, he will get caught, as he just did there. Yeah. That's something he's got to be aware of. And that can be the case with a fighter that's comfortable on the back foot, Pat. You can't go rushing in because they will catch you.
No, you've got to stalk him slowly, and Patris is a sharp shooter. As you can see there, another backhand from Patris down the pipe, and Huey needs to just still put the pressure on, but take his time a little bit, because he's also getting success.
There's a difference between just wading in and intelligent pressure, and it's a very difficult thing to do, Pat, when you've got a fighter who's on the move, difficult to pin down, and you're so eager to get your shots off. Because if you just wait without applying the right kind of pressure, then you're not impressing yourself upon them, but equally,
yeah, it's about
the way that you go about
balance.
applying that pressure is really got to be the right balance, and it's a difficult thing to do.
Patris is really looking for that backhand as he comes in, as you've just seen there again.
He's got long levers, has Patris, hasn't he? Mughalzai's got really long reach. He's utilising every inch of that reach as he just edges back. You can see as Huey Malone comes towards him, Patris just shifts his feet just slightly, steps back, waits for him to come in, and then bang, lets those hands go. Not quite cleanly on those occasions, but you see him again here, just edging back with his feet, bringing Huey on, and then lets that backhand go, as we just saw there. He changed the angle as he threw that as well, so really difficult for Huey to pin him down. He's
looking more comfortable now, Patris, as well, with his hands down, but he can't get complacent because Huey's still a dangerous fighter coming forward.
Last 15 seconds in this opening round. Trying to step back, we hear the clackers signalling the last 10. Well, that was a very explosive start to the round, and clearly he had it in mind, Huey, that he needed to put the pressure on, and sometimes you just have to make those adjustments. That when you say pressure, it's got to be in an intelligent, composed, deliberate manner.
Definitely, he's come out the blocks fast there, and Patris ended up being the more comfortable fighter towards the end of the round.
Just seeing some of the replays of the action there. Yeah, it's lovely how he just adjusts his feet, just those tiny steps back, Patris Mughalzai, and then waits for Huey to come in and then just tags him.
I'd see Huey work from the body up instead of going for the head straight away.
It's more difficult to move the body, isn't it? The head is a much more movable target, so with a fighter that's constantly on the move and on the toes, does tend to be a bit more effective and productive to go to the body, at least to start with the shot to the body and perhaps work from there. But let's see what this round has in store.
Big sharp opening from Patris there with a big 1-2. Another big lead hook there.
Continuing to try and stalk his man and close down the distance. Huey Malone.
Good little body shot
there. Very difficult task, as Patris Mughalzai is just on the move all of the time and ready to pounce with that counter.
Slight success there by Huey as he worked from the body upwards like we talked about.
Point off for holding there for Patris Mughalzai. Now that could make a difference, Pat.
Definitely, yeah, and the referee's not messing around there, straight away with a point.
It's going to be on your mind, that as well, isn't it, for both fighters? Huey now might give him a bit of momentum and impetus, not that he needed any, but you know, in the back of Mughalzai's mind, he's going to be thinking, I've had a point taken there, and it can play into things, can't it?
Yeah, Huey's going to force the pace even more now, knowing that Patris has had a point took off. Can Patris hold the pace that Huey's setting? He come out with some sharp shots at the start of the round. Can he keep it up? Big left hand there from Patris, but then other big shots from Huey.
Yeah, he's landed well on a couple of occasions there, Huey Malone, but just excellent footwork. Back foot boxing with those sharp counters, and if you're going to box on the back foot, Pat, you have to be sharp and accurate with those counter punches, because otherwise the other fighter just looks so dominant in terms of the front foot pressure. But a beautiful display of counter punching with the uppercut followed up by the backhand from Patris Mughalzai. Excellent display of counter punching, and as I say, just as Huey Malone comes forward and stalks him, he adjusts his feet, those tiny movements, draws him on, and then lets the counter go, and he walks right onto it.
Yeah, it's a really good fight this. Patris is showing good single shots on the odd 1-2 as Huey's coming in, but then Huey comes back with combinations. They're both going back and forth.
A bit messy at stages here. Won't serve either boxer particularly well, although you've got to imagine if it gets a little bit scrappy and disjointed, it's going to favour the man in blue, Huey Malone, as Patris preferring that rhythm and fluidity.
Huey looks the more physical fighter, whereas Patris is...
if he can stop his rhythm and momentum, it's going to be in Malone's favour. Scrappy as it is, sometimes that's what you have to do. You just have to get the win or the advantage in any way that you can. Mughalzai back in his back foot preferred style now, though, and goodness me, that was a very frantic second round, Pat.
High pace round. It's going to be funny to see what's going to happen with the points, with that point took off for Patris.
Yeah, it certainly will. Both fighters making their way back to the corners, getting their instructions and taking on some water. They'll be sucking the air in now, Pat, because they really did expend a lot of energy in that second round. We've seen some of that frantic and intense action here, so no wonder the mouths are gaping open and they're trying to get as much air in as possible to give the absolute best in this final 3 minutes.
And as you know, as a fighter, Stacey, the last round you give it your all, so I think we're going to see another high pace round coming our way.
Seconds out.
Well, you may well be able to hear the supporters of Huey Malone
third and last round
shouting from the stands, you need to win this round. He'll be aware of that, but so will Patris Mughalzai. He won't want to leave anything to chance, and he looks sharp and switched on, and the pair of these, for this to be the opening bout for both men, has been an incredible pace, Pat, because mentally you've got to be ready to go at it like this in the opening bout of the tournament. Sometimes it just does take that first one under your belt, but neither man having the chance to warm to the task, straight at it from the first bell, and they have not stopped. It's been relentless.
Definitely, Stacey, and whoever the winner is, the cobwebs are certainly going to be off for the next opening bout tomorrow.
Cobwebs and all the spiders, I think, have been knocked out of that ring. As Huey Malone applies the pressure again, trying to push Mughalzai up against the ropes, but he steps to him, smothers him, doesn't allow him to get his shots off as the two are separated by the referee, and the action resumes, and they're straight back at it. Nice
Both
lead hand
fighters
there.
are getting success. Patris has been landing a good few bolos underneath, and Huey's catching him.
Lovely
with the odd
backhand there
right
from him again.
Yeah.
When he times that, he lands it perfectly, and it really is an eye-catching shot as he continues to move. Lovely again, lovely work. Not only landing Patris Mughalzai, Pat, but it's the defensive work after, as he just rolls away, and it just looks so impressive, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's like a bar of soap, Patris, as you can see there. He's sticking and then he's moving.
Just held his feet for just a second there, so Malone able to get a couple of shots off, but it's been limited, his opportunities for success. Such has been just this excellent display of back foot counter punching from Patris Mughalzai in this final round. Good
Huey.
Shot there with the lead hand from Malone.
This round the pace is still kept high.
Yeah, absolutely. Final minute of the last round, they've given absolutely everything.
Good 1-2 there from Huey, and another
There's so much
shot
on the
to the
line.
body.
You've got to consider the fact that these two are teammates, both GB representatives. They will want to stake their claim to be selected for the Olympic qualifier next month in Italy. So everything is on the line here for these boxers. So you would expect nothing less than this to be fought with the highest of intensity. So much at stake. 30 seconds remaining.
Oh dear.
Got a little bit messy there as Mughalzai down to the canvas, but
coming to the last 10 seconds shortly.
And off we go.
Like to see you.
I think we're going to have an explosive ending to this one.
Definitely.
As we hear the clackers.
Yeah.
Both men eager to try and get those final shots in. Lovely work, nice and composed there from Mughalzai as he just sees the round out on his toes. Good work from him in those final few seconds. What an engaging bout as well. You couldn't take your eyes off that contest, Pat.
Definitely not. No, it was explosive. There was displays of aggression from Huey and the physical side, but then we're also seeing the sweet side from Patris, bobbing and weaving, and both fighters seem that they've won the fight, so we'll have to see what the judges think of that right now.
Absolutely. Both fighters breathing heavily, as you'd expect. Expended a lot of energy there. They gave absolutely everything. Really tough contest for both of them. Tough tactically for Huey Malone. Nice show of respect between the two fighters there. Tough tactically for him to, you know, figure out how he could close the distance and get at him, but equally difficult for Mughalzai in terms it was very physical and he constantly had to be on the move and on his game. Let's see how this one has gone.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 25, please show your appreciation for both boxers. So, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials and ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the red corner, it's Patris Mughalzai. A round of applause, both boxers.
Well, in terms of the body language there, Mughalzai really happy, as you'd expect, because he got the win there. A real disappointment on the face of Huey Malone. I think he thought he might just have, through his work rate and some of the shots he landed, done enough there, but the cleaner blows landed from Patris Mughalzai, which is obviously the way that the judges have seen it.
Yeah, Patris really boxed out of his skin there. Didn't get caught with.
Excellent bout, wasn't it?
100%.
So much to break down there. Really good performance.
Both fighters showed great qualities
there. Those backhands that were so perfectly timed and accurately landed. Great performance from Patris Mughalzai, but what an effort from Huey Malone. Can hopefully take plenty from that as he continues to build. towards his goals, but a really good account of himself. But what a performance from Mughalzai, as you're seeing here.
And it goes to show, Stacey, as well.
Quality example of back foot counter punching.
The
sharp,
standard,
crisp, really well timed.
Week in, week out at the gym, these two are competing against each other, and the standard's always high.
It can be really difficult when you're that familiar with an opponent. It can be difficult to find